Hey there guys, how's it going? I'm Vile Self, bringing you something a little bit different today. Got some Kill Confirmed here on Prison Break. Kill Confirmed is one of my all-time favorite Call of Duty match types. I haven't played it enough in Call of Duty Ghosts yet, but I've been playing it today and I got a few decent scored games, so I decided to upload some, and here's one of them. There is a small part in this clip where 3 seconds of the game is taken off because the recording stopped. It was my own error, but anyway, the recording stopped. I had to restart it again, so 3 seconds of the clip of the game is going to be missing, but anyway, I'm pretty sure you don't care about that. Today's topic is going to be about dedicated servers. I'm going to do my best to explain to you guys what dedicated servers are, what they do, the pros and cons, and their place in the gaming world. A lot of people seem to be a little confused about dedicated servers, and I'm going to go over a few things and hopefully shed some light and hopefully educate you guys on exactly what dedicated servers are. I would like to point out first and foremost that I am not schooled, I am not educated by a professional when it comes to this kind of stuff. I do my own research and I learn my own, I get my own knowledge from doing my research. So if I am making any mistakes in any way whatsoever and you know that for sure, do not hesitate to correct me. I do not want to misinform anybody. However, like I said, I do my own research and I am pretty confident that everything I tell you henceforth from here on forward is completely true and accurate information. So, dedicated servers. First of all, what are they? Well, a dedicated server is pretty much a central computer hub that basically hosts a game. Basically what they do is instead of a person's console hosting a match, they have a central computer hub that hosts all of the games. I know I just said that, but back in the method we're used to is P2P, which is peer-to-peer, and basically what that means is the matchmaking algorithms, or whatever you want to call it, the matchmaking brain, however the developers want to program it, it selects a host for the game, and that'll be anybody within that lobby. Somebody will be selected, and usually it's the person with the best connection. It's not always the case, but usually it's the person with the best connection gets selected to be the host of the game. What that means is everybody else in the game, all of their, it's actually called ping, but if you don't know what ping is, it's basically the information that's sent to you from other people's consoles and from their consoles to yours and from yours to theirs and vice versa and all that sort of stuff. All of that ping has to go to the host first, and then from the host it goes to everybody else. Now, this kind of method can often give the host a complete advantage over everybody else because all of the information has to reach their console first before it reaches anybody else. Therefore, they're sort of getting all the information before everybody else. But things like lag compensation, which is a completely different topic altogether, but it ties in, lag compensation can actually give the host a disadvantage because what that does is it puts a default lag onto the host to the point where they're not getting any advantages, but sometimes it's a little bit too much, so they're actually getting a disadvantage. So there's host advantage and host disadvantage, and these are both things that come with the territory of P2P matchmaking. Now, dedicated servers, they eliminate the fact that there is a human host. The dedicated server is a computer host, and therefore nobody has an advantage or disadvantage in that respect. This is not to say that there's not going to be advantages and disadvantages for people, because everybody still has a different connection speed. Your connection speed might be stronger or weaker than somebody else, and when you guys encounter each other, those two connections have to intertwine. Your connection, your ping has to get sent to the dedicated server, and so does your opponent's ping have to get sent to the dedicated server. And let's say his is faster than yours, that means the information is going to go to the server, then come back to him faster than it goes to the server and comes back to you. And I hope that makes sense to you, but either way, that's a scenario where you might experience a little bit of lag, and that is something you just cannot get around. Dedicated servers do not eliminate lag. That is a big misconception. A lot of people think that dedicated servers are the ultimate problem solver for online gaming. They are not. They do not fix any of these huge problems. What dedicated servers offer is a more stable internet environment, a more stable gaming environment, and by that I mean, like, you know, if you're playing a game on a P2P and let's say the host is at a disadvantage, because like I said, there's disadvantages and there's advantages. If the host is at a disadvantage, he might be more inclined to rage quit. Now, if he rage quits, what's going to happen? You get a host migration. What's that going to do? Basically, it's going to select the next best person in the lobby to take over the game and become the host. Nobody likes host migrations. It's something that slows the pace of the game down, and what dedicated servers do is they give you a host that cannot leave the game. A dedicated server cannot leave the game. It's a stable game environment, so you'll be able to play full matches without anybody rage quitting. If people do rage quit, it will not stop the game. It will not make the game quit. It will not give you a host migration. Nothing will happen. All that will happen is that person will leave the team, and if somebody else wants to join the game, there will be an empty spot for them to join the game. So that's basically it when it comes to the benefits of dedicated servers. They don't do much more than just give you a stable environment to play. They don't, you know, cure all these lag things. They don't cure all these hit detection things and matchmaking. Dedicated servers really have nothing to do with that. That's all matchmaking. You know, that's all on the developers, as far as I'm concerned, and matching people that have similar pings and, you know, similar internet speeds. If you get matched with people that have way better internet than you, you're going to suffer. If you get matched with people that have way worse internet than you, you're going to suffer. That's just the way it works. The cons of a dedicated server, apparently, they take a lot of effort to maintain. These things they don't just sit there and run by themselves. They need constant maintenance, and people have to get paid to maintenance them. So that's one of the reasons why, you know, it took so long for Activision and other companies to input these things into games. But nevertheless, we're finally getting them for Call of Duty Ghosts. I want to know what you guys think, because we're playing on dedicated servers right now. Do you guys notice a difference? Do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? Let me know what you guys think. Personally, I think it's better. By much? Not really. I kind of feel that you know, aside from not having host migrations, these games basically play the same as they always have. They still have the same kind of bullshit moments. They still have the same kind of, you know, weird laggy moments that happen here and there. There's not much you can do about that. The best thing they can do about that is matching people with their pings. But like I said, that is not exactly an easy thing to do, because everybody's got different pings, and I mean, they gotta find people that are in your area, and I mean, there's just a whole slew of variables that need to be considered, and I rest assured that companies like Activision and any other company where you're playing an online multiplayer game, but I'm using Call of Duty as an example because that's what we're playing, that's what you're watching, but I'm pretty sure they're doing their best. And I mean, there's always room for improvement, and they do put out fixes and stuff like that. But as for right now, this is about as good as it's gonna get, and I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your opinions. Leave a comment below. Please like, favorite, and subscribe. And like I always say, stay tuned for more content. Peace out, people.